Yo, what's up guys? You're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is 𝐤𝐤𝐳𝐤, and in this video today I'm going to teach you how to build a banking website using a new banking website script which I have right here. As you can see, the demo, I've already installed the demo, and I'm just going to show you how the interface is, how the admin dashboard is, and also how the user dashboard is. And after that, I'm also going to show you how to quickly install this PHP script. So without wasting much time, let's get started into this video. But before we do that, I would love to give a disclaimer. This video is only for educational purposes. Should anyone use knowledge gotten from this video or resources gotten from this video for harmful or illegal purposes, they will bear full responsibility for their actions. So without wasting much time, let's get into the video. I have with me the demo of the website which I've already installed, and I'm going to demonstrate to you guys right now. Right here I have a language translator powered by Google Translate, and as you can see, if I select from here any language, the page is going to be reloaded and translated to the language that I selected. For me to go back to the original language, I can click the show original to show me the English language. It also applies to all other languages right here. You can see all the languages are available. That is just for the language translator. And after that, we have the buttons to log in and open an account, and we have the menu, and you have the header right here, which you can as well edit to change the header images, the slider images, the text as well. Scrolling down, we have some other sections. I'll leave you to this. I'll just scroll to the bottom and up. I'm going to go over the admin dashboard, as you can see right here. So I guess I'll just have to log out from the admin and log back in. So as you can see guys, this is the admin dashboard. This is how it looks. Basically, it has the statistics, the counter as you can call it, and you also have the quick email sender. So if you want to send an email to any of your users, you can just select the user right here, type in the subject and as well as the email contents, and click here to send the email to the person. And right here, if you have any user that is live on the website, you can see them right here. So I'll just go through the content of the admin dashboard, and after that I'm also going to go through the content of the user dashboard. As you can see from here, if I click on all users, I already have one user created, and I have some activities going on the user account as well, which I'm going to demonstrate to you guys. I'll just go through some features of the admin dashboard quickly. Now right here we have the credit and debit user, which you can just credit. You can see I only have one account right here, so you click here to select the account, and then you can select any of the account for this user. So basically, when you create any user account, the user is going to have two types of accounts. This is the savings and the current account. So right here you just have to select either the savings or the current account for you to update the balance. So I'm just gonna do this and select the date, and as well you can backdate. Let's say you want to select a date that is in the past, you can just click here to select the date. Let's say I want to select 2020 June. You can see that that's very possible. Okay, so let's say this and this. Okay, you can see how possible that is, right? And you can see I've already set this transaction to be taking place or to have taken place in 2020. And here I'm going to enter the amount, and okay, let me just do this, enter the amount and enter description. Let's say admin credit, right? So that's it. I'll click on the credit. As you can see, approved. I'll just click on OK, and the account holder would have received an email confirming the transaction. So let's move on to the next one. This is create transaction history, wire transfer, domestic transfer, credit debit history. So let's just click on the credit debit history for an example. It's still the same thing that we have right here. Okay, let's just use any other form of create transaction history. So you can see, so basically what this means is that you can create an account on the website and you can go to this create transaction history and make a lot of transactions, both debit and credit transactions. You can see that. So just to keep the account very busy, you can do that if you want to play around the website or if you have any other need for that. Your users can basically apply for a virtual card, and the admin can go over to the all virtual cards and you can see the application. The admin can go ahead to delete the application or view to accept the card request. And moving on, we have the bank transactions, which of course you can see the self transaction, the wire transaction, and the domestic transaction. Now, the wire transfer is where you're going to encounter the transaction codes, where you have the most likely codes, which are the COT, the IMF code, and also the tax code sometimes. And these domestic transactions means transactions that is happening from an account in the website to another account in the same website. You can as well call it local transaction. And most especially, we are going to test out how the wire transfer works. From there, you will know how the domestic transaction works as well. And here we have the deposit transactions. Your users can make a deposit request. You just come over here and you can see all their deposit requests. You have the privilege to delete or to view and accept the request. And moving on, you also have the send SMS message, that if you want to send SMS message to your users, and you have to also configure the SMS API in the menu. And moving on, we have the all users. So you can just click here to see all the users available or active on your website. And we also have the option to create a new user. Let me just open up that. So you can just basically fill up all this information, the personal information right here. And as you can see, basically you have two types of accounts, the savings account as well as the current account. So you can just input the balance starting from when you create the account, and you can still leave it empty for zero balance. Okay, so just go ahead to fill up these, and you can as well choose the profile picture for the account, enter your password, enter your 6-digit transaction pin. This transaction pin right here is also needed for the login. So when a user wants to log in, they usually input their user ID and the password, as well as the 6-digit transaction pin right here, and then click on the create new profile, and your profile is going to be created. So moving on, we have the tickets. Users can open support tickets, and admin can also see the ticket from their end, and they can click on update to reply to the ticket. You can see right here. So moving on, I'm gonna skip the edit profile. This profile means the admin profile. So if the admin wants to change their password to make the website more secure, they can go ahead and do that. Right now, I'm not gonna do that in this video. So moving on, we have the SMTP settings. These settings right here is for the email sending. It's really needed. So whenever you're setting up this website, make sure you go over to the SMTP settings, enter your information right here. So I'm gonna show you how to get all this information when I'm installing this script. So moving on, we have the SMS API. Although I'm not going to treat the SMS API in this video, but you can have the instruction right here. So you just head over to Paddywise website and register to their platform, and you're going to generate an access token. Just enter your sender ID here, the Paddywise access token, and also the transaction pin. They are going to provide everything for you, and click on save changes, and you'll be rest assured that your SMS sending will start working perfectly. So scrolling down, we have the setup crypto payment. So you can as well offer crypto deposit on your website. As you can see right here, I already have the Bitcoin and the Ethereum wallet set up, and you can as well click on add new payment. You can name it right here, and you input the wallet address and save changes. So whenever the user wants to make a deposit, they're going to see the option to deposit via crypto, and they are going to select the wallet that they want to make payment to. Okay. And then moving on, we have the system settings, which obviously is very important when you're setting up the website. You just go ahead and fill up all the information concerning your company, right? And right here we have all the billing codes. You can see the transfer codes if you want the transfer codes to be enabled, which are the tax code, the IMF, the COT code. You can see that you can either on or put it off. So you can just work on your own needs, right? There is actually no right or wrong according to these settings. So if you want to change the logo image, this logo that appears right here on the website and in the user dashboard, you can as well do that from here. Click here to select the preferred logo image and click here to change the image. So basically I've run through the admin dashboard. And right now I'm going to move over to the user dashboard and let's see how it is and how it feels. So I would love to click on the, okay, no, not the dashboard. I'll click on the all users so I can get the account number right here for this user. So I'm going to move over to another browser of mine. Of course, I'm not going to use the same browser which I'm logged into the admin, okay? So I'm going to move over to Microsoft Edge right there, and I already have the website open. Okay, let me just go back to the home. I'm going to click on internet banking, or I can also click on the login, whichever one you want to use. So right now I'm going to enter the internet ID. The internet ID is the account number, as you can see from the admin dashboard. This right here, account number, just go ahead and copy that, and let's paste that right here. And right now I'm going to enter the password for the account. So I click on access dashboard, and the next thing right here is going to be the account pin. When you're creating the account, you have the privilege to set up a pin for the account, and that pin is what is needed right here. So I'll just go ahead to enter the pin, and I will enter. Okay, you can see the account is now open. No, I'm not going to save that. Yes, I'll just go ahead and close this. As you can see, the account, I've actually done several transactions for just test purposes on the account, and you can see how the user account dashboard is. So from right here, you can see the profile image and some notifications as well. You can see that. So basically, if anyone has any form of credits, debits, or whichever kind of transactions that you may have, you're going to have the green dot right here to show you that there is a new activity that just went on your account. And then moving on, we have the menu items right here, which are loaded with options. And just before we look at the menu options, let's just take a close look at this dashboard right here. And also here we have recent activities, including the login and also the transfers as well. And right here we have kind of a brief account statement. You can see the savings balance and the current account balance. So these are the account numbers for your current account and your savings. So moving on, let's look into the options that we have in the menu bar right here. The first one I'm going to look into is the wire transfer. So when I click on the wire transfer, you can see I have this little form right here to fill. So wire transfer is also referred to as international transfer in some scripts. Okay, so both are just the same thing, and you have the transfer to self and also the local transfer as well. So as we are looking into the wire transfer, let me just enter an amount. Let's see. And I'm going to click on make changes. It's running successful. Please wait while we redirect you. And you can see the redirection right here. Now you can see right here, because I left the transfer codes activated, you can see that that's why it's actually requesting for this COT code. Now for me to get the COT code, let's just get it from here. You can see the COT code is basically COT. You can set it to any code that you want. These are just demo codes. Okay, you can as well remove anything from here and add anyone that you want. So you can see the COT is COT 123, IMF is IMF 123, and tax 123. 4. By the way, I excluded the 4. So let me just copy the COT and move over to my edge. I'm going to paste that right there and verify COT. Let's see if it's going to be correct or not. Okay, it's correct, and it's also requesting for the tax code. So let me just go ahead and paste in the tax code and verify tax. If that's successful, it's also going to request for the IMF code, which you can see right here. I'm going to enter the IMF code and verify the IMF. So the PIN code, I'm going to enter my PIN code right there and verify PIN code. So basically, I still need to go to the admin and just head over to the transactions, bank transactions, the wire transfer transactions, and you can see the transfer right here, transaction processing. So what the admin now needs to do is to click on edit right here. So when the admin clicks on the accept, the payment is going to go through. You can see transaction updated successfully, and you can see now transaction completed. So I'll go over to the transactions, let's say bank statement. So you can see this is completed, and this is just the one I sent right now, completed, because the admin has processed the transfer. So basically, if you're doing a local transfer, it's not going to request for the COT, the IMF, and the tax codes. Okay, you're just going to fill up this form. The moment you click on make transfer, the transfer is going to go to successfully. So if you want to request for a new loan, just click on new loan right there. Request for amount that you want, the settlement account. Okay, select the loan type, the business loan, whatever it might be, the loan duration, whatever in your mind. Okay, and the details, and click, and don't forget to enter your account PIN code and click on request loan. So basically, you have seen the account. Let me just show you the bank statement right here. So this is basically all the transactions that you have done using your account. You can see that I just can increase the number of transactions that appears per page. This is the account built up already, so you can as well just build up your account from the admin dashboard right here and just go ahead to change their dates, okay, their transaction dates. So basically that's what you have in the user dashboard. You can click my account to check up all the KYC verification, to change the password, or maybe to change anything about your profile. I mean the user profile right here. So if you want to update the user profile picture, just click here and select the new profile picture to get uploaded. And before I forget, if you want to deposit money, the user can go ahead and click on deposit money, and if it's a check deposit, you can just upload the picture right here. You can just upload the check front and the back, and then you click on deposit check. The admin is going to see that from their end, and they can approve the check, and the amount in the check is going to be updated to the user balance. So right now I'm going to show you how to quickly install this script. And right here I'm already logged into my cPanel. So if you need to get a bulletproof web hosting, you just head over to hostgrid.com and you can get a DMCA ignored hosting account as well as domain name. Okay, just head over to hostgrid.com, click on client area to create an account and login, and then you can add a service. Okay, a service means hosting account. So they are very reliable, they are fast as well. So I really recommend HostGrid for you if you want a bulletproof web hosting that will never go down. Feel free to use any other hosting platform that you wish to use, as long as it's using cPanel, or even though it's not using cPanel, as long as you understand the interface of the control panel that you're working with, you can as well go ahead with me in this video right now. I'm already logged into my cPanel, and from here I'm going to click on the file manager. So from my file manager, I'm going to go over to the public_html right there. So when you head over to your public_html, if you are running a new web hosting account, you're not going to see anything inside your public_html. So just click on the upload right here, and you can go ahead to select the script file and then start uploading. So after the upload, you can continue with me right here. As you can see, I already have the script uploaded on my cPanel because I just don't want to waste much of your time in this video uploading just a file. So I'm going to create a new folder just to install the script inside the new folder. So don't get confused, guys, please. I'm going to create a new folder named just this. I think it's easy for me to remember this folder name right here. But if you're creating this using a new cPanel, please do not create any folder so you don't get confused. All right, so I'm going to move. You can see the zip file for the script right here. I'm going to move this zip file inside this folder right here. So you are not going to do this if you are running a new cPanel account. Okay, so I'm going to right click and move right here, and I'm going to move that into the 𝐤𝐲 folder. So right here, I've moved that. So if I go ahead to open the 𝐤𝐲 folder, you can see the script right here. So let's take it that this is your public_html, and this is you just after uploading your zip file to your public_html. So you can continue with my steps right now. So I'm gonna right click and select extract and extract files. Okay, I can close that. If I'm not able to see what I just extracted, I can click on reload, and as you can see, the contents of the zip file has been extracted, and I still have the zip file right here. You can see that. So I can just go ahead to right click and delete the zip file. What I just need to configure this script right here using the database is to head over to the configuration right here, and I can see the config.php. Right clicking on that and clicking on edit, you can see that this is the code editor for me to go ahead and edit the database username right here, the database password, as well as the database itself. So prior to this, I'll be needing to create a new database. So I go back to my cPanel homepage right here, and I scroll to databases section. I can just click on the database wizard. In some cPanels, you're going to see this as MySQL database wizard, and in some like this, you can see it as the database wizard. They both means the same thing. Okay, so you don't get confused. Maybe yours might be MySQL database wizard. So I'm just going to click there to create a new database using the database wizard. Okay, so I'm going to name that 𝐤1. Next, for simplicity, I'm going to name the database user just the same name and click on create user. Quickly just click on all privileges and click on make changes. So you can see the database name right here and the user name right here. Both are just the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead to copy one of them because I'll just be needing one of them since the both are the same thing. So right here, I'll just impute. You can see the database name, the line 23. So I'm going to impute the database name right here. Of course, I've already copied that, and you can see the database. Okay, this is the password. I guess I'll just have to do it line after line. Okay, so I impute the password I have created the database user with, and I can just impute the database name itself. As you can see, I've formatted this to be the way I want it to be. This is my new username right here, the database right here. Okay, so from the line 1 to the line 9, I've been needing to change some information to personalize the website the way I want it. So right here, I'm going to enter the bank name. If you need to do that, if your bank name is going to be different, enter the bank name right there. I don't know what you need to enter there, but for the web URL, you must be really mindful of what you impute here, because it's going to determine if your website will run or not. So right here, I'm going to impute the exact URL to the website homepage. And remember that I installed this inside the 𝐤𝐤 folder. Okay, so I included the 𝐤𝐤 folder as well as the email address right here. So just go ahead to impute your website email address. I guess I'll just do that right now. Let's say this here is my email address. So I'm good to go. I'll go ahead and save changes. The only thing left right now is to upload the SQL file. Now let's see how to get the SQL file. By the way, I also have the readme.md file right here. So if you just want to see the steps right here in text, you can just view this file right here. You can see upload this, create a new database, and do this, do that. Okay, so those steps are just the ones I'm going through, and you can see the default admin details. Right here is the default admin URL, and right here also the default admin email, and as well as the password. So take notes to check out the readme.md file over here. By the way, let's continue with the video. And right now I'm going to go back to the cPanel home so that I can be able to upload the SQL file. Okay, let's just go back to the file manager quickly so that I can be able to download the SQL file. So from the databases folder, I can just open that up and you can see the SQL file. I'll quickly just download the SQL file right there. Okay, I'm going to download that. Good. So from here, the cPanel home, I'm going to click on the PHP My Admin. When I click over the PHP My Admin, I have a lot of databases here. But if you're running a new cPanel account, you're going to have just one database, which is the one you just created, right? So I'm just going to search for the one I created, which is going to be the 𝐤𝐤 one right here. I'll click on that, and as you can see, it's empty. So what do I need to do right now? I'm going to click on the import, and from the import page right here, I'm going to click on the choose file to be able to select the file, the SQL file I just downloaded. And as you can see, this right here is the SQL file. I'm going to click on open and import, and we have that imported successfully. Okay, let's just click on the admin for you to view the admin information. Already nothing to do here. Okay, and you can as well see some other tables if you wish to do that, but for now I'm going to go ahead to visit the website. So this right here is the old admin that we have created. I'm going to remove this right here, and you can see the website should now be living at my domain name /𝐤𝐤. Okay, so if I did all that correctly, my website is going to come up right now. As you can see, that means I have executed that correctly, and you can see that my website is up and running. So you just have to make sure you configured your config.php file correctly, just like this, and make sure you get this link defined properly, and also make sure don't forget to save changes. Okay, and make sure you also import this SQL file from the databases folder right here. And as long as you've gotten this correctly, your website is going to come up immediately. So this script only works for PHP versions 7.4 and above. So with this said, let's just head over to the cPanel home. So by clicking on the email account, you can create a new email account. Just go back right here and select the email account, which I have right here. So after creating the email account, you can from here click on connect devices for the email account that you want to connect to the website. Connect devices. So I'm just gonna head over to the website and log into the demo. So right now I'm going to log into the admin dashboard for the new website that we have just built in this video. To do that, I already have the website URL in there, and I'm going to add to it the admin/login.php over there. So when I load this up, so I'm going to enter the default admin email as well as the default admin password. Include all the settings needed right here, You can set up the request card fee, which is $20 by default. You can set it to any amount that you want. You can also set it to 0 if you don't want anything like that, as well as the wire transfer, the domestic transfer, and the rest of them all. The IMF code is not an exclusion, and including the tax code as well. Also, make sure you set up your logo image right from here. Next setting that you should look into will be the SMTP settings. So from here, I have the display name, the name that is going to come along with the email, okay? And right here, I have the email SMTP host. So let me just go ahead, and you can see I already clicked on the connect devices earlier on. And right here, you can see the SMTP details. And this one here states the outgoing server. I'm going to copy that and then head over to the website. So I can go ahead and paste that on the SMTP host. Of course, it's the same thing, okay? As well as the SMTP secure, you can leave that as SSL. The SMTP port, you can leave that as 465. As you can see from this information, you can see the port 465. Mind you, we are working with the outgoing server because we only want to send from here, okay? We're not working with the incoming server because we don't want to receive emails from our users to the website, okay? So we will only be working with the outgoing server. So that's why the SMTP host is this, the port is this, okay? And then the username, we're going to copy that username, come over here, and you can see the username, okay? Go ahead and paste that. From email is also going to be the same email as the username, of course, and then the password, which refers to the password that you chose while creating the email account. Whenever you get all this information correct, you can click on save changes. So that's that, guys. If you want to set up this kind of website, this video is everything that you need, okay? If you have any question in between the video, let me know in the comment section. And by the way, if you need this script that I used in this video, shoot me a DM for my contact details in the video description. Please note that I will not be dropping my contact details in my video comment section areas. Make sure you don't get scammed, right? I'll be dropping my contact details in the video descriptions. So if you need this script right here to learn or to expand your knowledge with, just shoot me a DM and I will respond to you. That's all I have for you in this video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any question, like I said before, leave it in the comment section. If you're new to my YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and also make sure you turn on the notification so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. That's all I have for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.